Hi, friends. It's Pam Morin, Creative Memories Advisor, and I am here today as part of the Creative Memories YouTubers group. We are challenging ourselves to create videos, inspirational and motivational videos, demonstrating new layouts with various Creative Memories collections. And right now it is Croptoberfest time. And that is the time of year that Creative Memories celebrates fall. You may know that we have two times during the year that we do these special project recipe kits. We do them in the fall for Croptoberfest, and we do them in the spring for National Scrapbook Day. So these kits contain everything you need to make two-page layouts. And you are provided with the step-by-step instructions, a cutting guide, and then pictures and written word on how to create these two layouts. Well, our challenge, the Creative Memories YouTubers, we have been challenged with making layouts with this project recipe kit that are not the kit, the layouts that are in these instructions, the project recipe kit. So not only will you have these two layouts that you can make with this beautiful kit, you'll also have this YouTube group that you can visit and see layout ideas from a bunch of us um, Creative Memories advisors that make up the Creative Memories YouTubers group. So I'm really excited to be part of this group and to be bringing this video to you. Watch for these videos to come out every month, every couple months. And, another great way to get some awesome ideas from fabulous designers. Okay, so as you can see, this kit includes the beautiful paper that you see laid out here, this designer paper here, and then you get a couple pieces of cardstock as well. And you also get this fun sheet of stickers, and these colors, I can't say enough about them. They are plum and golden, and the orange is our um, pumpkin. Sorry, it left my brain there for a minute. Our pumpkin colored cardstock. And then also the green that's in here is the avocado. So those are the cardstocks that coordinate with our Croptoberfest collection this year. And I can't wait to show you what we're going to make together. So let's take a look at my layout. So I used the gingham paper, the green gingham paper as my background. And I used that beautiful decorative piece that has all of the mums on it, all of the beautiful mums. Let me show you that full piece here. This is the one that I used as my border around this centerpiece, this beautiful piece. And then on the other side is the gold with the flower pattern, and I used that in the center. So basically you use one sheet of paper for this centerpiece and the border around it, because it's front and back that we're using on this piece of paper. And then you'll need some avocado cardstock to make these 4x4 squares here, and 2 strips of the plum cardstock. And then I used our photo placement mats to show the size and the location of these 6 photos that are going to go down the center of your page. And I can't say enough about these mats. They are so helpful. You can put them on here with your repositionable adhesive, and then when you're ready to put a picture on, you can take them off, or you can cut your photo to go inside this mat. And then we kind of have a double mat, right? Because we've got the plum cardstock behind it and we've got the white mat. So you've got a couple options, a couple different ways to use these photo placement mats. And that is my layout for the YouTube challenge, the Creative Memories YouTubers challenge this month. And it is so much fun to make and so easy, and it can be done with whatever decorative paper you have at home. All right, so let's talk about the dimensions of this layout, the measurements, I should say, the measurements of this layout. So, like I said, we use up 1 sheet of paper for this centerpiece. So the gold that you see here in the middle, that gold is 4.5 inches by 12. And that's the gold strip. And then the border above and below the gold strip, those are 3/4 of an inch, and you'll need 4 of those. So this one, this gold up here, you need 2 of these, 3/4 of an inch by 12. And you need, and that's the flower decorative, and you need 4 of those. Okay, so far you're going to cut a 4.5 by 12 strip here, the gold, 2 of those, and you're going to place them in the center of your page. Now, I like to use the 13-inch mat. It provides such a great way to help you find the center and also to measure different pieces and to line up to make sure you have them straight. So I love to use our 13-inch mat that has the measurements all along the edge so that you can get things straight. So you see the 6-inch center mark here on the mat. So as long as you have your 12 by 12 lined up inside the square here, so I have it lined up. I like to use these little weights that I got from Joann's. They're sewing weights. They have some weight to them to hold my paper still. So that's what you see here that I just laid out just to keep my paper from shifting. So I lined up my gold piece here at the 6-inch mark, made sure that it was centered, and then adhered it with the photo tape. I love to use the photo tape on the larger pieces. So put that in the center of your page, then cut your flower borders. Let me get my little sticky. I covered it up down here. Get your flower borders cut out, and those are 3/4 of an inch. So remember, you're going to cut 4.5, 2 4.5 strips, 4.5 and 4.5. And then you're going to have a little left over, and that's what we're going to use for the borders that go on the top and the bottom. So real easy. 2 cuts for your strips, and then for your 4.5-inch strips, and then 4 cuts for your 3/4 of an inch strip. Okay. And then adhere the gold in the center of your paper and put your borders on the top and the bottom of that. And I butted it up right against each other, right next to each other, top and bottom. So easy. And then take your avocado cardstock and cut those into 4x4 squares, and those are going to go on either side. And then your plum down the center, that is 3.25 inches wide because I wanted to leave space for my 3x4 photo. So this is 3.25 by 12. So 3.25 by 12 for your plum cardstock, and you need 2 of those. Okay. So those are the measurements for this layout. And then you'll need a picture that's 3x4, 3x3, and 3x4 to go down the center of this. You can also use one of these spots for your journaling. Maybe you want to put your journaling right here in the center and tell the story of these pictures and provide the date of these pictures. That would be awesome. Another thing that I like about this layout is it's versatile. So if you make this layout and like me, you don't have the pictures yet that you want to put on it, you're going to leave it blank until you have the pictures. You may decide, oh, I need to have some landscape pictures here. So we can turn our both or just one of them so that we have some landscape direction pictures for whatever pictures you have for this layout. So you do have that option to flip one or both of these sides to allow you to have some landscape direction print pictures. So I love the fact that you can um, make that decision as soon as you have your pictures for your layout. All right, ladies, to see me make this layout again, please hop on over to my YouTube page, Pam's Scrapbooks, and you can watch me make it from step 1 through the end. Thank you. Happy scrapping.